Hello and welcome to Three Questions With. I got my friend Ellen with us, and we're going to be from J&S Business Products. We're going to be talking about promotional products today. Hey, Ellen, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate you having me on, Kevin.
So, Ellen, I asked you to come on the show because one of the things I see still happening is a lot of us are trying to save money. So we hop on the internet, we want to buy a promotional product item, we get it, we open up the box, and then we're like, it's garbage. We try to save a couple bucks and we get it, and it's not what we were looking for. And in some cases, I've had friends just throw it away. Isn't that why I want to use someone like you that can help me make sure I'm buying a product that's going to meet my needs?
Oh, absolutely. And I so agree with you. It's one of the nice things about J&S Business Products is it's a family-owned business. We've been around for 18 years. It's not my family, by the way, but we've got experience with vendors and with customers so that we know that we're giving you a real quality product. I mean, great example for you. Lots of restaurants in my client base. And when a restaurant comes to me with t-shirts, I want to have some discussion about who they're for and what they're doing, because chances are the guys in the kitchen don't want the same shirts as the servers on the floor, because they're not as interested in the service as looking attractive. At the same time, I'm probably going to recommend that the guys in the kitchen get some of the moisture wicking shirts. So in a hot kitchen, they're not sweating and it keeps them more comfortable. Um, that's the kind of advice you're not going to get online. You go online, you're just going to order t-shirts. Um, and you see people, I bump into people all the time who have tried to do things online and it just doesn't work. You know, when you've ordered the black pen and you on the internet, you click the box that said you want the black imprint. Guess what? The pen now arrives and your logo is invisible, but that's what you ordered. If you order that from me, I'm not going to let you.
So I want to take this conversation one step further. To me, that proverbial image is everything. And I have some high-end clients that are looking for stuff, and then they buy, low-end products. And it just doesn't match the brand. If you're this high-end company and you're passing out something that doesn't reflect that, it's a bad image. You think so?
I absolutely. Um, if you're a financial advisor or an attorney, you shouldn't be handing out a 9-cent pen. And you also probably don't want to be handing out a pen in day glow colors. At the same time, maybe you'd like to hand out something a little different and a little cooler. I thought it was great. I think it was 2 years ago. I was reading an industry publication, and the biggest user of Slinkies, Slinky toys,
Yeah.
was attorneys. I
Nobody
just
gets
thought that
that.
was so very fun. I'm thinking, kind of in the same vein as maybe stress balls or something.
Yeah.
But tell me it wouldn't put a smile on your face to get a little gift from your attorney
Yeah.
that was something fun instead of the pen that goes with the other 35 pens on the bottom of my purse.
True.
Um,
So the next question I have is, like you said, often we want to buy a promotional product item, but we get overwhelmed because you brought up pens. And I've seen the catalog. There's a lot of pens. And you look at it, you're like, I don't know. And then you just do nothing. Or, my favorite is I meet someone like you. Ellen, what's the cool item right now? You must get that all the time. What's the cool item? Well, what's cool to me and cool to you may not be the same, but you must get that all the time. People looking for the next cool thing to pass out. Like you mentioned, like the spinners for a while. Those everyone had spinner toys. You go to an event, everyone. I haven't seen them in a while now, but you couldn't go anywhere. Now it's mask. I've seen a lot of people passing out masks. I've gotten 3 or 4 in the mail. Hey, can you wear this when you're out and about? Just to show off my case. So you must get a lot of that. What's cool, what's hot, right?
we do. And in fact, boy, am I sick of masks. I'll bet you're sick of masks too. Although I did see one great use of it. One of our customers, a banking customer, was including a mask in the cylinder that you get at the drive-through window.
Yeah,
So, you go, you make your deposit
yeah,
or you do whatever you're doing. And
sure.
when the thing swooshes back to you,
Yeah,
there's a bank branded mask in there.
Clever.
I just thought that was just sharp and cool.
Yep.
Right now, it's funny, we kind of haven't seen this season's cool new thing because I think people are just getting back on their feet. We're excited because we're seeing right now loads and loads of banners. Banners mean events, and we hadn't seen any events in over a year.
Yep.
So suddenly I've turned into the banner queen. I'm doing them for lots of youth baseball organizations. You know, if you drive around my neck of the woods and you go by the little league field and there are sponsorship banners all over the fence, I did them. So lots of that kind of stuff, which is pretty fun. We're seeing pens for the first time in a long time because if you're not seeing anybody face to face, you don't have a pen to give anybody.
Yep.
And kind of to your point about narrowing it down because you don't want to be faced with 300 pens. But if you're working with me, I want to talk to you about what are you doing with this pen? Are you handing this pen to somebody kind of formally as you're finishing a real estate closing? No, please don't give them a 19-cent pen. That's really rude. You just gave them $5,000. But I want to know what you're doing with it. At the same time, you could be in the same business, but you're going to have a booth at your community fair to be a community sponsor. And you're going to have a big tub of pens for 2,000 people to take. Absolutely go with the 19-cent pen. You know, you're probably not going to give a $10 pen to 2,000 people. I mean, feel free. I'd be happy to take that order for you. But yeah, I want to know about you. I want to know about your business, and I want to do a really good match. That I think is the most important piece.
Yeah. No, I was laughing at your last example because I was on the receiving end of a really nice gift from a company, and it was at a community event, and I had it in my hand, and everyone's like, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh my," because they did that. You know, they had the 19-cent pen out, but there's some people in the community they wanted to thank for helping them, and they had a really nice gift for us. And, so I had to go back to the booth going, "Can you put this in a bag?" Because everyone's questioning where I got it from, and they're all going to come looking for a nice gift from you and stuff. So, but I think that makes sense though. Like I said, if you want to reward someone for being a great client, maybe for referrals to have that more higher end gift than you're giving the everyday person coming to your booth at a community event. That makes perfect sense to me, right?
Yeah, and I want the gift to match you and what you're doing. A fun one I did last year, I have lots of clients who are realtors. And my husband and I had a property for sale, and which was what gave me this brilliant idea, because this property was being shown in the springtime. It was shown a bunch of times, and every time a new customer walked in, they'd track mud all over the hardwood. And I spent a ridiculous amount of time washing the floor, causing me to turn around and sell some branded floor mats to this particular realtor. I think it's great. First of all, it's a good piece of branding. Everybody that walks in, whether it's you or whether it's another realtor that walks into the property, sees your brand sitting right there. And it's just a really nice touch for the seller because you're keeping their property clean. You're showing some nice TLC there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also just sold a nice umbrella order to a realtor, which is super. If you're trucking customers around in the springtime and it's pouring,
Yep.
nice to hand them a branded umbrella, and that's cheaper than it looks. So things like that, being able to correctly match things is a great idea. I have a customer who's a home inspector. He hands out tape measures.
Yep.
Yeah, a retractable tape measure is not something you'll ever throw away.
True.
True. I say that with the understanding that somewhere in our house there are probably 45 of them.
Yeah.
Because I constantly pick them up from my husband, who has made all the existing ones disappear.
Yeah. No, but I was laughing because I thought the same thing when you said it. I'm like, I know I have at least 3 in the drawer that people have given me over the years, but they're valuable. You're not going to throw that away. Like I can use it. So, or you're going to pass it on to someone else who can. So which is what we want. So cool. Ellen, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more?
Oh, give me a call on my cell phone is a great idea. That's 978-502-0613. I'm going to say it again because I can.
Please.
978-502-0613. Love to talk to you, love to help you out. Again, I'm Ellen Dorn with J&S Business Products.
I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to come on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks so much for being there. I appreciate it, Kevin.